I'll be with you now. If you don't want me.
Okay. Are your children and your spouse, do they have an account? Okay, I'm not saying go sit down with your husband or wife and give them a big long spiel about TBC. I'm just talking about go to them directly and say, hey, honey, you know, I'm involved in a new cryptocurrency. I want to go ahead and
hello, everybody. This is James Murphy, aka the TBC Powerbox, coming to you live from South Africa tonight. Amazing abundance in South Africa tonight. Live stream. First of all, I want to apologize. I know we said we will be going live early in the mornings, but this morning we had some important business to do, as we also have tomorrow morning. So we will be starting on Wednesday. Also, depending on how things work. If we don't do our second broadcast, then unfortunately we don't do our second broadcast.
But it will definitely start.
But it will definitely start.
Hello, everyone.
Hi, Stephen Cuffy. Welcome.
Your sound's fine.
Yeah, my sound's fine, Stephen. So maybe just on your side connection. Okay, guys, tonight I've got a few topics, so I might go over. Okay, first of all, I'm somewhere going to jump right to the first part. There's 2 blogs that came out which I want to read. Okay, I want to also say there is a big problem in the TBC community. You think everything's going to happen on their time. I can't many times over the last 2 days. Myself and Liebenberg has been on, is the TBC cards coming? When is the TBC cards coming? When can we spend our money? Guys, one thing. Patience is a virtue. So please, just be patient and stop asking these dumb questions because the blog gives you the answers. So from now on, guys, anyone who's in my live stream tonight, if you're listening, hello Corinna, welcome. If you're listening, if anyone asks you where's coming in the exchange coming, search for the blog where admin talks about it and send it to them. Don't even rectify them with a proper answer, because people like that, they do not love TBC. Finished. I believe in it, and that's what I know. The proper goal of TBC. Spending the money right now, you won't bother you. Okay, so let's go to here. Fast paid status of the admin fee is in the member's hands. Okay, so let's read that. Again, it's got a logo here with the new Kringles logo that says fast pay. Okay, when members precisely follow directions on completing a crypto coin payment in the allotted time frame to pay the $10 admin fee, generally they can expect the paid status in their account to show up in less than an hour. Be ready to complete the process of making a crypto coin payment. At this time, we accept BTC, LTC, and ETH cryptocurrencies, and able to do so in less than 10 minutes. The value of the cryptocurrencies fluctuates quite a bit in time frames longer than 10 minutes. Starting a payment process and allowing a distraction or to interrupt it, and then 10 minutes or more passes before completing the payment process in Hello, I am back. The signal gets to me sometimes. Okay, so now I'm going to go back and start from the beginning. Okay, not from the beginning. I'm going to go a few lines back where I think you guys stopped hearing. Okay, so let's say we stopped here. Well, all of these issues can be resolved by sending in a support ticket to admin. And in the criminal with payment issues are going to TBC broadcaster or leader in the community when they were the one that didn't follow the instructions that caused the problem in the first place. I wish people would quit that behavior. You know what? Let me highlight that. Maybe people should stop that behavior. And I'm meaning a lot of people in the TBC community. I also wrote an article showing how members with standalone wallets should go ahead and set up a free Kringle account and from inside the back office complete their payment, and then they are in good position to migrate right away. Please read. Here's the blog that the admin is referring to. I have to close me open. Okay, so let's go to the next blog. Most of our paid members are missing out on over $80,000 worth of cookies by not showing up to our weekly send button meeting. Why? My question as well. Okay, here is the send button meeting that was hosted by MB Derek. TBC leader MB Derek will be hosting the send button live broadcast on Monday, May 28th, 2018 at 7 a.m. PDT. If you do not have a send button on, you are not allowed into the meeting. Firstly, anyone without a send button is not allowed to attend the send button meeting. The send button meeting is intended for the sole purpose of educating people with send buttons to use their send buttons, not for any other reasons. The send button meeting is not for the daily reward or for the keyword. The send button meeting is not to set up and chat other people. The send button meeting is for educational purposes only. That is the point of the send button meeting. There is too much people who go to the send button meeting under the wrong mindset. Okay. For those of you who do have a send button, do not share this link with anyone else. The link will be available at 6:45 a.m. PDT on Monday, May 28th, inside your Kringle Cashback office. The meeting starts promptly at 7 a.m. PDT. Show up and collect 1 million cookies. It's PDT now, it's not PST because we are on daylight savings time. Okay, so now I'm going to do this. Now I've got a few things that I want to stress as well. Hello, I'm back.
Crypto TBC says welcome back.
Hello, Crypto TBC, welcome. Okay, now first of all,
Joanne says hello.
Hi Joanne, hi Stefan.
And Joe Stevens.
Joe Stevens, Uncle Joe, welcome. Thanks for saying it's a technical issue, Uncle Joe. Thanks, Stefan, for saying it's a technical issue. Okay, thanks, my mom, for moderating for me like this. Okay.
And that will be me.
There's one thing that we need to re-establish in the TBC community. And I'm going to stress this point for a long time. And I have been stressing it for a while. There is too much people who have lost the sight of the goal in TBC. Too much people. I can name people, but I'm not going to, because this is not a blaming game or a naming game. There is a goal of TBC. There is a mission of TBC. The moment you start giving self-recognition, bursting your own bubble, blurting it out to the world, stating, I did this, I did that for this person and that person, you're losing sight of the goal in TBC. Ground yourself. Whatever way you'd ground yourself, get back to ground level and get out of your high cloud. Get off of your high cloud. Get back to ground level and go back and learn again the sole mission and purpose of TBC. TBC's mission is not to spend millions now. If it was, we would have been doing it already. TBC's mission is not to get cards now. If that was the mission, we would have had cards already. Same with the testing program. Everything in life takes time. Good things comes to those who wait. So I say, sit back, clear your mind, and reposition yourself to get back to the original and proper purpose and goal of TBC. You see, guys, like I said just before I started reading the blog, I have been, myself, my mother, and Mr. Stefan Liebenberg has been asked this question more than 20 times over the last 2-3 days. Stefan Liebenberg came to visit us yesterday, and he's still visiting. He's tomorrow going to be going to do other business.
That's why you're smiling. That's why we're smiling, because he's making us smile.
Yeah, we're smiling because he's here. Our amazing friend and our amazing family member in TBC, our amazing TBC family member, and our personal family member.
And brainstorming with TBC.
But this question, when are the banks coming? When can we spend money? When are we getting our cards? Really?
Okay, how much work have you guys done?
Let me ask this question. How much time have you put into TBC? Have you done your 5 minutes every day or more? Do you get at least 2 people a day to pay the $10 fee? Do you at least sell $100 of TBC a day?
Instead of it being 10, 100, 100, we now got it at
5 minutes a day. 2 people to pay for the $10 wallet fee, so it's $20. And 1 person to purchase $100. How many of you do that a day? How many of you spend 5 minutes plus on the blog? How many of you spend an hour plus working with at least 2 or 3 people that want to pay for the $10 lifetime wallet fee? How many of you make deals to sell TBC, if it's for goods, services, or cash? Okay, I don't have it with me, but I'm going to give a testimonial. Something small. But I myself, last week, I closed the deal, I think it was on...
It was Wednesday last week.
Wednesday.
No, Thursday, sorry.
Thursday last week, I closed the deal.
Love you too, Stefan. Love you too, Stefan, to bits.
I love you too, brother. I myself, I went out and I purchased 4 mobile devices from someone using TBC payment. Okay, not mobile devices, it was tablets. But I'm going as far as I can. So that was so far one of the things I was working on that I accomplished. There's still many other things I'm working on.
We have to start somewhere.
But I started with something. I purchased myself, my mother, my brother, and my wife each a tablet using TBC as payment. It's wonderful. The person's got their coins in their wallet. I've got my devices. I sold TBC for goods, which is fantastic, and it's a really good feeling. I'll show it maybe in the broadcast tomorrow. If I myself can do it, and I don't have transport, I have to drive around with my parents. I don't even have my own car.
Working on that as well.
Working on that as well, but that I won't elaborate on. There's only 4 people that know the whole story. I won't mention names, but they know who they are.
I want to purchase a car full TBC in South Africa.
Myself and my mom. And then there's 2 other people that know about it that's not directly linked to our family by blood. They're linked to our family spiritually and through TBC, but not by blood. I'm going, or I'm trying to go far and beyond with TBC in South Africa, because the light of TBC in South Africa has dimmed.
It's got to be relit. It's got to shine brighter than it's ever shone before.
We've got some amazing leaders here in South Africa. Some really great ones. But the light on TBC in South Africa has dimmed. It's almost as if the belief for TBC is fading in a way. And I'm not only seeing it in South Africa. I'm seeing it all over.
Because the questions that they're asking is not getting answered to their liking.
You know what? I don't like these jumpers that we've got either. I can be working with someone. Let's say, let me use Stefan Liebenberg. He's been in TBC since the beginning. Let's say he signed up someone then. But that person's not getting the answers they want to hear from Stefan. That person will jump towards people. He'll jump to me, jump to my mom, jump to Randy, jump to Stephen Cuffey, jump to...
We call them hoppers.
Jared Windsor. He's a hopper. But they'll jump to all the leaders.
To get the answer they're looking for.
Just to get the answer they are looking for. Like, for instance, this question that we have been asked over the last 3-4 days, or 2 or 3 days. When is the banks coming? When is our cards coming? They will go, and we can't give them an answer, so they'll go, we tell them, refer to the blog, we send them the blog, but that's still not good enough. I say, what effort have you put into TBC? Have you purchased $100 or more? Have you paid your $10 lifetime wallet fee? How many people have you brought to TBC? Make the effort. Stand with us in the TBC community. Then maybe we can get there. But I know myself with a lot of people, he's starting to get really peed off by people who want the money but are doing absolutely squat to get it.
They want to reap off the benefits of our hard work or your hard work by just sitting back and looking at the waves in the sea.
This is how you start with TBC. All our orphans, this is to all our orphans, to all of our new members, and to all of the people who are lazy in TBC. You start 5 minutes a day. If it moves to 7 minutes, 10 minutes, or 15 minutes, it doesn't matter. But I can guarantee you, you will be hooked. You will be hooked within the first 3 minutes of reading a blog. Give yourself 5 minutes a day to the blog. I can guarantee you will read one blog a day that's going to take you about 15 minutes. And as time goes on, you're going to get more. Then you get 2 people a day to pay for the $10 lifetime wallet fees. It's $10 per person, $20. That's why the comment is there in the comment section. 5 minutes a day for the blog. 20 for the 2 people paying the $10 lifetime wallet fees. 100. One person purchasing $100 from you a day. Work at that. It's a small goal. Very small.
And if you hit a bump, this is an if. Don't stop. Don't lose your courage. Don't lose your fire for TBC. Let that continue. Because you might hit a bump now, but an hour or 2 hours time from now, you don't hit a bump and you get a person that signs up and pays a $10 lifetime wallet fee, purchases TBC. Don't let one person deter you. Because there's someone looking for you that needs you and you do not realize it because you get deterred from one person. 5 turns into 5 hours. That equals 5 times $10 lifetime wallet fees and $20 to minimize to 100 Kringle sale. So easy.
So easy. You know, let me just give you guys a bit of information. I only truly 100% gave myself 100% to TBC in December of last year. That's when I could feel with my heart the real true goal of TBC. I was also in it for the money. But until I realized the real and true goal of TBC, my whole mindset changed.
And then it changed even more when you went to Uganda.
Yes. I can tell you guys something. A lot of you might only know Stefan Liebenberg as Stefan TBC Assist in the comment section of most of our videos. But for us, he's a family member and a friend. Not with, now, this is out of the TBC community. This is in our personal lives. My mother and Stefan Liebenberg has educated me so much more in the TBC community and about TBC. It's shocking. I know a lot more than what I knew 6 weeks ago. That's why I state there's only one true TBC expert, and that is admin. Because there's no one in the TBC community that will know as much as admin knows. Yes, there has been glitches and difficulties along the way.
So what doesn't?
In your job, you've got glitches and difficulties. You've got glitches and difficulties with these stupid devices. But you will rather put your faith into a freaking cell phone or your laptop or your boss who is under the elite system, but then put your faith into TBC just because of one minor glitch or two minor glitches. Admin knows what they're doing.
Definitely.
Admin won't do something unless he or she or they don't know. Admin is the smartest person in TBC here within the whole community. We are just the learners.
Yeah, but too much of us is expecting too much in a short time.
Let's put it into this frame of mind. We, as members, are the TBC disciples. If you put it into a gospel term. Jesus trained disciples and sent them out to spread the gospel. Admin has trained the members and sending us out to preach, to share the abundance of TBC. So we are, in somewhat sense, and you can basically say exactly that. We are the disciples of TBC. As the blog is our only true source of information.
Okay, Crypto TBC, we'll try and see if we can log on to your show now. But thank you for being here. And
thanks, Crypto TBC. The blog is the only one true source of information in TBC. The blog is like the Bible of TBC. So then take it the next step forward. We are not experts, but we are the disciples of TBC. And us leaders are just in a little bit of a higher position. But there's one difference. Working in a company, if I'm in a higher position than Stefan or my mom, then we are not seen as equal. But in the TBC community, no matter what position you are in, if you are a newbie or if you have been in since the beginning, you're all equal. 5 minutes a day, $20 for 2 lifetime wallet fees, and $100 sale a day. That's what we need to do. More time, more effort. And then maybe, just maybe, the banks will see. And then maybe, just maybe, we'll start with the testing. And if we can stay strong within the community after that, if we can stay strong in the TBC community after that, then maybe, just maybe, we will all get to exchange our coins for cash. We cannot expect to get so many millions for that much work.
This is not putting rabbits out of hats.
How many hours do you have to sit at a day job to earn the salary you are getting?
Which you hate.
You hate your job, most of you do, who still have a job. Going to work, no matter what field you're in, I'm just going to use a time. Let's say from 7 o'clock in the morning until 5 o'clock in the afternoon.
Like the crypto, it's just even says 1 day at a time.
You work from 7 to 5 o'clock in the afternoon to earn $50 a week. Okay? Or let's say $20 a week. Let's use it as simple. Because here in South Africa, if you work for a supermarket, that's what you earn. $20 a week, you're earning $80 a month. That's very bad.
Your dividends with being in TBC is a lot bigger than what you're currently sitting with now. If TBC didn't launch and if TBC didn't start, where would we all be now?
I just had the same question.
And that's something that I keep on reminding even myself about. Because if it wasn't for TBC, I wouldn't be sitting speaking to all our wonderful family members in TBC. We wouldn't be on this wonderful journey that we are on with TBC.
I can guarantee you guys, if I myself owned a private bank that had trillions in my account, in my bank, I would accept TBC. I would have done it long ago already. Because I know the worth behind TBC, that's why. But some things do take time. Remember, a bank is a business, whether it's private or not private, public, whether it's private or public. A bank is a business, and a bank also has to make money. You know, at the end of the day, if you look at a bank that way, maybe your perception of the bank will change. And when we will get our exchange will change. How many people is expected to draw millions from day one?
Your army force of members in TBC.
I'm not expecting to draw millions from day one. If I can draw $100 a week from TBC once the cards come out, that doesn't bother me because that $100 a week
something you didn't have
is $100 a week I don't have. Okay? The bank will not exchange $100 a week if you've got so much bloody unstableness in the community, instability. If you want the exchange, pull your finger out of your arseholes and do something about it. Let's work together and strengthen this coin and let this coin become stable and the community become stable. Then maybe we can consider, or the banks can consider. But just remember, a bank is a business. It's not going to happen in 5 seconds. I got something from a friend.
Joe Stevens says, yep, save me $100 a week.
Uncle Joe, we've got the same mindset. You've got the same mindset as myself and my mom.
You know, that $100 a week we did not have. So that is a blessing for us. And it's not going to only stay at that. That's a starting point. We've all got a starting point. You don't run a race or start running your race halfway down the track. You start from the starting goal, you run your race, and you get to the end point. And you've got to train to run that race. You can't train. You can't expect to be the champion of champions if you're not going to train and get yourself in the zone of training and get yourself fit. Now we've got to train ourselves and get ourselves fit into TBC. That's the only way. There is no other way.
Okay, I want to read this. I got this from a friend, or Stefan Levenberg got it from a friend, and I asked for it because I would love to read it to you guys. This is one of the things that demonstrates GAP. God always provides quite well. It's time to let go of the thoughts that don't bring you peace, strength, encouragement, love, and faith. God created and wired you to live in an atmosphere of all these things. Your circumstances may be adverse, but your thinking does not have to agree with the circumstances. One of the best ways to identify what you are thinking is by checking in with your emotions. If you are feeling anxious, fearful, discouraged, or anything that does not align with the abundant life that God promised, check your thinking. The reality is, life does not always go the way we planned, and adversity and challenges are part of life. Our emotions can at times take a major spiral downwards in these times, and that is a normal part of life. The secret is not to allow yourself to stay in that place, because self-pity, depression, and sadness can take a hold. Acknowledge your challenges and what you're feeling, because you are responding to the realities of life. When you have been able to do that, then it is time to encourage yourself in the world of God. Remember, things in the natural and temporary, okay, I'm going to repeat that. Remember, things in the natural are temporary and will eventually change or pass. The truth of who God is and what He has promised you are eternal. There is medical and scientific evidence that tells us that our emotions are directly affected by what we think. God wants you to experience peace, love, and joy in the midst of challenges of life. And that's why in Philippians 4, verse 8 and 9, He says, fix your thoughts on what is true and honorable and right and pure and lovely and admirable. Think about things that are excellent and worthy of praise. Then the God of peace will be within you.
Absolutely wise words. And words, something that we need to focus our life on.
Hey, but Quinn Scott, welcome.
I didn't want to interrupt, but Quinn Scott came on.
We are all spiritually connected in a way. Every one of us has a spiritual connection because we all are created by one being. God created us all. God is our Father. We are all brothers and sisters. Not mother and father. Yes, I am born from my mother. But we all have one Father. So we all are brothers and sisters, no matter if it's your mother or father, if you're taking it in spiritual ways. So everyone on this whole earth is spiritually connected. Which is why when someone says something harmful to you or something negative to you, your feelings get hurt. Because you have a spiritual connection. And that person with that word they're stating, they're tearing that spiritual connection.
So walking past or seeing the poverty in our world, it's our brothers and sisters that we are seeing in this poverty.
Sister from a different blister.
Sister from a different blister. Definitely, that's you and me, Jan. We two peas in a pod. Hey, I wish I could just jump through my screen and hug you right now.
You know what? I get really upset. And now I'm going to be frank. I get really upset with the whole TBC community.
That was a cyber hug.
The reason why I get so upset with the TBC community is because they're all missing the damn point. Most of them. Bloody hell. Can't you're telling me to do a live broadcast, to give 5 minutes a day in the blog, which is going to stretch out to more, but in any case, to get 2 people to pay $10 lifetime wallet fees, to get 1 person to purchase $100, to follow admin's rules
to the letter,
to give admin recognition and not to take self-recognition, and also someone forgetting about the whole goal and point of TBC at the same time. Why do they do that? I know why they do that. It's because they want this. The credit card. The damn credit cards. Let me ask you something. Right now in your life, what can that do for you? What can that card do for you? Because right now for me, that card can't do squat. To be really frank with you guys. Because everyone's asking, when are we getting the TBC cards? Yeah, admin can ship us cards. But how are you going to spend your money that's on there? If no banks are exchanging it yet. Now, we need some logical thinking here. But yeah, let me finish raving and raging for the night. I'm just a bit upset with the whole community. and with a lot of people in general that ask the same dumb question over and over and over again. So my little piece of advice, if you get someone asking you, when are the cards coming? When can we start spending our money? Go to the blog. Search for the blog post. I will see if I can get the name of it. I know it, but I can't get it off my tongue now. And I'll post it my mom will post it on a Facebook page, and I will post it in my video comments. Refer the people to that blog. And that blog will tell them why we have not yet used our money.
Yeah, Joanne. Your card can level your coffee table.
Yes, the card can currently level the coffee table. You know, I actually used that. I had 2 credit cards that I broke up into pieces, which is now using as a leveler for one of our coffee tables. So, Joanne, that idea I've already used.
I think you secretly came into my home and you saw it there. Guys, we've got to get real.
We've got to open our eyes. Times are getting tough and tougher. We need to start doing something. I'm really getting sick and tired of being sick and tired. Ek is gatvol. Vir dieselfde kak, oor en oor en oor. Joanne, you'll understand what I mean.
That we just keep on bumping our heads and we're just accepting what this world is giving to us without stepping up and saying, you know what? I've got a voice. I am here and you're not going to sit on my head no more.
Yes, once migration is over and all the bugs are sorted out, then there's going to be a lot of things happening in the TBC community.
And we're going to have a lot of people crying and coming back and saying, sorry that they didn't work hard enough, or sorry about this, sorry about that.
Yeah, it also means that we might not have so much members because, as we all know, there were so much discounters. But there will be a lot of things happening.
Imagine how sick and tired you'll be at 40.
Yeah, Uncle Joe. At 24 years old, if I can feel like that now, I don't understand. I can't think how my mom and my dad and you and Joe and Garner and Stefan Liebenberg and Randy and Stephen Cuffey and everyone else would feel at their ages. Everyone is way older than me. What did you want to say?
I just said maybe us as parents need a time out from society.
Maybe. If I myself at 24 are sick and tired, what must everyone else say?
What must the admin say?
They 100 million times beyond that point of being sick and tired. I don't know a lot of youngsters in TBC that's doing what I am trying and what I'm hoping to accomplish. But my mind is racing 1,000 miles a minute, trying to do whatever I can, wherever I can, using TBC. You know, no one has said after migration, because I've also got a lot of people that says, oh, I hear after migration, we're going to get our tester cards. No one has stated so.
It's not in the blog.
It's not in the blog. People have said, oh, so after migration, then we're going to start exchanging.
It's not in the
It's
blog.
not in the blog. I've got people who's told me, okay, we're going to, at about the 14th or 15th of August, we're going to start exchanging our coin for cash. It's not in the blog, so I don't believe them. I believe what I read in the blog. Finished. But yes. Look, the one thing that we always need to keep our eyes focused on, there's actually 2 things, but the main thing, keep your eyes focused on God. God always provides. God always makes a way. What would Jesus do in a situation like what we have with TBC and the members? TBC is an abundance-based coin.
A loving coin.
It's a loving coin. It's about time we start showing our belief for it. That's why there's not so much members joining, because no one's seeing your enthusiasm. when you spread TBC, you don't spread it with a sour face or just with a standard face. You show the oomph. You show how excited you are.
Well, we do.
Well, okay, that's what it is we do. No, there's a few people that do it that
I can't help myself, guys.
But one of the reasons why we haven't had a lot of people to join the community, first of all, education is not there.
Mindset's not there.
Mindset is not there, especially now for the distributors, because we are in the distribution phase. The mindset's not there. The knowledge is not there. So how can you get someone to join TBC if you, first of all, don't know 100%, can't work at it, don't show enthusiasm, your mindset isn't even in the right spot. So then you won't get new people to join. But if you do it with all of the things in a positive manner, you've got the knowledge, you've got the mindset, you've got the oomph, you've got the drive and the power, you've got the mission, you see the mission in front of your eyes 24/7, then you'll get there. Remember, in GAP, God always provides. God provided for us today, yesterday, and like always, He will provide for us tomorrow. But guys, we've just got a few things to discuss before my mom's live stream in 12 minutes. From myself, James Murphy, aka the TBC Powerbox.
And Miriam Murphy, aka Crystallize. And it was actually in the blog today, near the end, where the blog says he hopes he makes himself crystal clear.
It was yesterday's blog.
Yesterday's blog, yes.
Guys, I love you all. Thanks all of you for being here. Uncle Joe, I've got so much respect for you.
Today's problem is too many youngsters' minds on the wrong wave. I believe to get the youth into TBC, lots of things will change. I believe the youth can make a big difference.
I believe so too.
Perfect.
Uncle Joe Stevens, I've got so much respect for you. Joanne Garner, I also have
a lot of love and respect for everybody of you.
I've got a very high respect level for you as well. For everyone in TBC, I love you all. Thanks for being here.
Bye, Bitcoin Scott. Bye, Joanne. Bye, Uncle Joe. Thanks, James the Powerbox and Miriam Murphy. Uncle Joe, JP, you seen my Hakas, yes.
Uncle Joe, everyone, ciao for now.
Love them.
Bye.